How y'all doing this evening? We need something up here to stick that to. I have one down here on my safe with my other stickers around my file cabinet. I got one out in the other shed on my other safe out there. Might have put one downstairs maybe. All right. Well, I ain't got a lot to talk about tonight. I've been online looking around. I have nothing on tonight that I could see. I did go to Steve Looking for Silver, Sassy Susan, Angry Warrior, and who else was on Oregon until their stream was over. Then I went to Kiwis. He had an early stream, and he was getting rid of a gram of gold, so I bought that. And then I just perused around the internet looking for something to listen to, and nothing was piquing my interest. So I decided I was going to come up and go live for a little bit tonight. Open this package that I got today. I got a package from Coin Crew, Coin Zone. Hi, Daryl. How are you? Well, I got done with Kiwi, and I was just going around the internet looking for stuff, watching Fox News, watching My Files, watching other stuff, and nothing was exciting me. So I just decided to come up and open this package. I was going to wait till I had a couple more, but we might as well open it and see what we got. We got Coin Crew tomorrow, so might as well see what we got and maybe pick up some more tomorrow. I don't know. I might have another one coming yet. I don't know. I don't think. I thought I bought a 10 ouncer, but I don't feel that in there. I don't know. Maybe I didn't buy the 10 ouncer from them. Maybe I got it somewhere else. I don't know. Oh, I know. I think maybe got the 5 ouncer from Coin Crew, and I got the 10 ouncer from Durbin, because he doesn't usually have 10 ounce or 5 ounce bars. He'll have 1 ouncers, but so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we got here. Package within a package within a package. And I'm going to throw that one away because I have to pay to reuse them. All right. Let's get this down here. Oh, God damn, man. You know, if shit didn't want to go right, it wouldn't go right. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Got 2 of those. All right. Here, I did buy this. Canadian Small Cent Collection, 1920 to date. And there wasn't really a whole lot in there. There was 1, 2, 3, 4 on that first page, and they're not turning around. They're Indian head pennies, but it shows the back. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We got 17 pennies there. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What did I say? 17, 10, 27. 5, 10, 15, 22, 24, 26, 32, 32, I think. There's looks to be like there needs to be a lot of pennies go in there yet, but those are Elizabeth, those are George, and those are George V, that's George VI, and that's Elizabeth II. So I don't know. I bought it just for the heck of it because I know somebody who collects pennies, and he might be happy to see that. Let's just say Gary 22. Oh, that was on there. All right. Now I know. I did buy 3 maples. These are 2017s for 36 piece. Yeah, for 36 piece. So these all go out in my tubes. We got 1, 2, 3 maples. I suppose we can get some of these. Oh, shit. Knocking stuff around. All right. Got a maple there. Got a maple here. And we got a maple here. They're nothing special. They're just 3 2017 maples. That's all they are. Yeah, they're nothing special. They're just maples. They're just maples. Nothing special. They're going to tubes. They'll go into tubes. All right. Then what did I get here? Oh, this is a 911 Twin Towers coin. Oh, shoot. Look at that, would you? How proofy that thing is. Wow. It says God Bless America on it. Wow. It says on the backside, Land of the Free, September 11th. I need my old eyes to see the rest of this. September 11th, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. September 11th, 2001. So that'll stay in my stack. That'll stay in my stack. What else we get here? I bought I won this on the Goss. Somebody, I forget who, right off the top of my head, bought this, donated it back to the Goss, and I got picked for this. Do you see that little Santa Claus on there? And on the back side, it says in really small letters, this is from 9 Fine Mint, 1/2 troy ounce of 999 fine silver. Maybe I can do this and actually have you see that. Oh, there we go. Get it closer, get it further away. There. 9 Fine Mint. Here's Mr. Santa Claus. Cool. That was a little giveaway. Little giveaway item. I don't even think it'll fit in there. That might. It might sit there. Kind of cool. The package is kind of cool too. It does come in the package. So we'll save that. And then the last thing I got, of course, was this little penny here. This is an 1899 fish scale. Yep. Small nickel. Fish scale nickel. 1899 fish scale. She toned pretty good, but still very visible as far as the lettering and date and everything goes. Okay, so I got an 1899 now. That one's not bad. And who was the queen back then? Queen Victoria. $18.99. Huh. Well, that one's different. There you go. I got a fish scale. And we got our little Santa Claus half. Little Santa Claus half. And my fish scale. And my penny book. We got to go through this, and then I got to talk to the guy that collects, and we'll see what he says. Hi, Chew. How are you? Dan Bishop Jr. Well, it's kind of hard for me to do this sitting where I'm sitting. Because that one is really hard to see. If I can get in a light for you. No, that doesn't help either. You don't want to see that side anyway. That's the side you want to see, but kind of hard to see in that cellophane. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's still got a little meat on it. You can see the date. You can see it says 5 cents, Canada 5 cents. Hey, I got it upside down, of course. Crown on top, stupid. Yeah, there we go. So that one's not too bad. You can still see the date down there, 1899. Not bad. It's not bad, really. Oh, man. Let's see if I can get the queen to show. I don't know. Yeah, there she is, Queen Vicky. Ooh, I don't know what that was. Huh, that was cool. That one cost me $6. I didn't think that was bad at all. Yeah, center in the glass works, yeah. Well, that's not too bad of a nickel there for $6. I can handle that. I can handle that. Hi, Peter. How are you? Just, I was scrolling around the internet, and after Steve looking for silver, and then I went to Kiwis. I had to pick up my hairdo dad. Went over to Kiwis, and we played over there for a little while. I bought a gram of gold from Kiwi, and um, then I started strolling around the internet and didn't see shit that I liked, and so I just decided I was going to open this up. And I am missing some things, so there's definitely another package coming because I know I bought a 5-ounce bar. So, yes, sir. I don't know. Can you tell? Got 10 Special Forces Group, Original Crest, Special Air Service Wings, and their motto, Who Dares Wins, and Airborne all the way, of course, and SF stuff. And then we got this crap over here, too, but we got We the People under there, and we got Moab here, and what do we got there? And that one. Enjoy every sandwich, buddy. And you got your little Spartan warrior, and whatever. Yeah, we got some stuff. There's tattoos up there. There's tattoos over there. There's tattoo under here. If I can't get it over there, but I can't get it over there. That's under there somewhere. Fuck it. Your first test. Your first test. Your first test. On YouTube? Going live? Or what? Hey, Kiwi, how are you? What are you talking about, Apita? Your first test. Your first test live on YouTube? Private security. Holy crap. Yeah, I did, let's see, 6 years active, 14 years in reserves, retired with 20, and also did 32 years for civil service, working for the Army Reserve as a civilian. No, if we're having a tattoo competition, you win, hands down. I can't deal with how many tattoos you have. You have more tattoos than I have gold worth. You too, Dan. Who'd you do private security with? Like a regular civilian company or with the government? Yeah, I don't know. Anybody ever heard of Nine Fine Mint? I never heard of them before. But like I say, I won that little guy. Here, let's do this again. I think maybe we can do it this time. See little Santa Claus? Oh, oh, that's really proofy too. Nine Fine Mint. I never heard of them before. But like I say, that that got bought by someone, and then they donated it to the GAW, and I won that. So I thought that was pretty nice. I can't remember right now off the top of my head who donated that, but that was nice because I was actually bidding on that. So, and then we got a little fish scale, $18.99. I don't think I have one. I have to go out and look because I left all of my inventory sheets out in the other safe. So this is the one I like right here. How you like that one, Kiwi? Ooh. Twin Towers. Oh shit! There it goes. You know, try to do shit with one hand, don't work. Oh, sorry. Gotta get over here. I think that's a nice one, especially as proofy as that thing is. That is really proofy. You might get that one. Who knows? I'm not going to promise anything, but, you know, it could happen. And if it happens, shh, just let it happen. And then we got some 2017 maples. Not a big deal. They come out of the flips and they're going to go in a tube. What do I have now? Let me see. 20, 40, 65, 70. I think I need a couple more, and then I'll have 3 tubes of Canadians. I need 3 more tubes. I think I need 75 more. And then I'll have a full monster. I think. No, well, a few less than that. A few less than 3 tubes. And then I'll have a full monster box of Canadian. Naples. Different. I'll have different ones. Young queen with no, the new queen with no crown. They'll have the older queen with the crown on, and then we'll have the king with no crown. And I got a king with a crown on, but they're different coins. They're not maples. I think they're British. And then, yeah, coronation from Australia, I think, had a crown on. I don't know. I have to look. But I think the ones with the king will be worth some money in the future. I don't think he's going to last that long. Definitely not going to last as long as the queen did. What do you think of this one, Kiwi? I don't know. I bought it for like $22. It's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 4 here. 4 here. It's got 5, 10, 15, 12 here. And it's got 5, 10 back there. So it needs some pennies, but Steel 43, I got that back here. As a matter of fact, I could even put that in there right now. Let me see. Where are you at? I think he's in here. Hold up a second. I got to dump them out. Yes, there are 3 Steel 43s right here. Let me see here. 48, 43. 43. I don't see a slot for a steel penny, though. Ah, shit. $41, $42, $43, $44, $45. It does not have anything particularly for the 43. Huh. Nope. And what the hell? Oh, what the hell? These are Canadian. These aren't American. What? No. Daryl, you're screwing me up. Those are Canadian pennies, not American pennies. I wonder why there was no steel in there. There should have been. Duh. But I do have. What are these right here? That's an American wheat, and this is an American Indian head. That's a 1903 Indian head, and what is this one? That's a 1957 D. Yeah, so, and then what else we got in here? There's some Mercuries. There's a, no, that's a Buffalo nickel. And then what's this one? Another Wheatie. Another Wheatie is a 1958 D. Yep, 1958 D. All right, that's what was in here. These are Canadians. I wonder why I was so screwed up there. But I have a brother who puts these books together, so I figured I would see if maybe he would like to put this set together. We'll put that in there just so I don't lose it. For sure shit, I'll forget what I paid for it. Yeah, there we go. Sure as shit, I'll forget what I paid for it. He's already took me for enough money. So, yeah. All right, that's what we got. We ain't got much else. Put this crap up. Hey, Kiwi, I'm going to send you one of these too. That'd be all right. It's a magnet. I have several. I really don't need more than I have. All right. Good thing I wore pants tonight. There we go. Put those back up there. All right. There. All right. Good. Put my foot up. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Much, much better. As you can tell, I don't have my ponytail in tonight, so. All right. What else we want to talk about tonight? Oh, damn it. I was going to get them out and show you. Old bank bag. I don't know if anybody's interested. I have a couple of rolls of dimes. Now, these are clad dimes that I bought from the Coin Crew just as an investment. And I watched him open the mint box and sell these. These are 2009 D's, dimes. And from what I understood, the 2009s were the tough year to get. I wrote on the wrapper 2009 D's. But I have two of those. And if somebody wants one, I'll tell you what I paid for them. I don't know if you'd want them after that. I love the VA2 except for a couple of things, Dan. Every time I go in for a blood test, they test you for cannabinoids in your blood. Even though you never tested positive for cannabinoids before, they still test you. And if you actually have cannabinoids in your system, they won't prescribe certain medications. Also, I've talked to my doctor, and she agrees with me. Cannabis is a great drug, and it should be legalized. And but she says until the federal government legalizes it, she can't do anything about it, and which I understand. After having worked for the government for 32 years, um, but another thing, they want to medicate you instead of trying to find a cure for stuff. But I guess that's any medical organization anymore. The one thing I have a compressed disc in my not vertebra in my back, L1, is just completely squashed to nothing um, on the inside. So it's a wedge shaped compression fracture that goes from where it's supposed to be down to nothing because it's been squashed. And then you have the resultant disc inflammation between, and then the muscles try to make up for it, and you're tense and yeah, numbness down your leg and a whole bit. And now T11 and T12 are bad, and they want you to go through all kinds of stupid shit before they will give you uh, any decent pain medication for it. They told me I'd have to go to a pain management classes over there at the clinic once a week. Well, for me to drive over there, it's 45 minutes over, it's 45 minutes back. I'm not doing that one fucking time a week. I'll do it once a month if I have to, but I'm not doing it once a week. Then they said, well, we want to try acupuncture, see if that'll help. So they sent me to a guy that did acupuncture on my back. I went over to see him once a week for fucking 12 weeks. Acupuncture did nothing. Absolutely. Didn't do a thing. Well, then they want you to do something else before they will prescribe the lowest form of narcotic pain reliever that you can think of, tramadol, which is not actually narcotic. It's a muscle relaxer, is what it is. So I have to go to my civilian doctor, which Medicare pays for, to get my tramadol. And I also have gabapentin there for foot neuropathy because I had my ankle refused. I had it fused by the VA surgeon in Des Moines at the Des Moines Hospital. Spent a night there, came back the next day. All he did was put 2 large deck screws in my ankle. That's all he did. 12 years later, it was doing the same thing. So I went to a civilian surgeon, which Care in the Community paid for, which is a VA program. If the hospital is too far away, then they pay us civilian to do it in your local area. So I had a ankle specialist do it, and she looked at it and said, this ain't going to work. Those 2 screws got to come out. And then after they were out and that was healed up, and she went in and cut open on the right side, the right side of my ankle, and stuck a metal plate in there with a hole drilled in it, and then took a rod and went up through the heel of my foot, up through the ankle bone, the foot bone, ankle bone, through the plate, and then up into my tibia about 8 inches. And that healed up. It's fine, nice and stable. It's like walking on a 2x4. There ain't no bend, no give to it anymore. But they did some nerve cutting when they were in there, and I can just barely feel my toes. That's about it. Unless I actually squish them, manipulate the foot by hand, then I can feel it. But if I'm walking on it or just with my foot up like this, I can't feel it. I can wiggle my toes. That's all I can do. And it feels leaden. It feels wooden, lead. Like there's no feeling there. There really isn't. Not much, anyway. Yeah, care and community care. Oh, I do get community care. Believe me, because the hospital is 3 hours away by van ride. I have to go over to Mason City for 45-minute drive over, get on a van, which I've had to get ahead of time. I have to call ahead of time and schedule it, and drive down there, and the van waits for me while I'm there, or they come back when I need to be picked up. No, they didn't. My wife actually took me down and brought me back when I had ankle fusion done. So it's the same day service down and back, but it's 3 hours down, 3 hours back. So we do community care up here. So I did the surgeon up here, and she did a hell of a lot better job. I won't go to the VA to a surgeon to have anything done ever again. I won't. Just won't. The VA does not get the top of the line surgeons. Sorry, they just don't. This young gal up here that fused my ankle, she couldn't have been 35, maybe, and working in a practice with two other doctors. Had two offices in the state. One was up here, and she actually did. A friend of mine who I graduated high school with, he was in construction and a roofer his whole life. So he was always walking on his ankle side footed all the time, just like I was, rucksacking. And he had the same thing done, the same procedure done on his ankle that I had. He just had it done on his opposite foot. And he is so glad that he did. And I'm so glad that I did. I'm glad they let me go to her. I did have a diverticulitis also, and I had a growth on the side of my intestine, an aneurysm or whatever the hell it is, what they call it. But I had to have a drain put in with a bag hanging off me so that could drain. And then once that was drained and uninfected, then they could go in and take out the 10 inches or 8 inches of my gut, my lower intestine. And I did that through a surgeon down in Charles City, which is like 20 minutes away. And that's because the doctor here, my local doctor, said, where would you like to have this done? Here or down there? And I said, well, where do you recommend? He said, well, she is really good down there. She's a head of surgery and blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, let's do that then. Because I don't know about these doctors up here in my little town doing that surgery. So that one worked out really good also. That one worked out really good also. Matter of fact, I healed up from that faster than I healed up from the ankle. Oh, prostate's no good, but if they catch it early enough, you should be okay. I'm hoping. Oh yeah, I know. What is my doctor now? No, I got a white girl now. I haven't met her. I see her on a Zoom call like this. That's it. My last doctor, she was Indian gal, and I never met her personally. She was just on a Zoom call like this, also, just me and you talking. Um, the doctor I had before that was a middle-aged white gal, and her I met personally. She was in the office over in Mason City. I could talk to her, and interact. The 2 cents are just on Zoom. And that's another thing I don't like about the VA. I like to go to my doctor, sit down, and discuss things with him. But we'll see. What's it? Me7? No, you're 7 deep. Yeah, well, I have a little half pint jar out in my freezer too. I brought back from Colorado years ago, and every once in a while, hey, I'll have some. But yeah, sciatica sucks, man. Like being repaired. I don't like being repaired if I can help it. Yeah, if it's big enough, they'll do a biopsy next. And that's not a big thing. Biopsy not a big thing. Yeah, I had to have biopsies on, oh shit, a couple different things already. So, yeah, it's not a big deal, but I'm getting to the age where healing up from surgeries is not fun. I hate, and it takes so much longer than it used to. But after after the ankle is done, I swear to God, I'm not getting any more surgeries unless I absolutely need them. I would love to have my back operated on. I'm getting to the point where I can't take that pain anymore, even with the tramadol. And speaking of which, I got to take them yet tonight. Um, Getting to the point where I don't want to have it done, but think I'm going to have it done. I don't know. I hate being laid up for a year at a time because with this ankle, oh man, it was at least a year. It was at least a year, 10 months to a year. First thing I was on a scooter with a boot. Then I was on crutches with the boot, no weight bearing. Then crutches with the boot, a little bit of weight bearing. Then a walker with the boot. And then finally, walker without the boot. Oh, God. Finally, I could put the boot on and walk around. No crutches, no walker, and put full weight on the boot. And then after that, she said, okay, start walking on it. And I'm glad she took her time and it healed up right. But the best thing, you know what the best thing about it was? The best thing about it was because I go down to my shop. I make knives down in my shop and do a lot of stuff out in the shed. That's where my refrigerator's at in my shop. And that's where I kept my beer and my whiskey. And I would go down there and I would drink by myself. Well, not being able to go down to the shop, I quit. I quit drinking a year and a half ago. So I guess that's one good thing that came out of it. I'll go to your channel, Pete, and see if I can see it. Thanks for reminding me. I have to order another camera tonight, tomorrow. I told everybody I'm going to get another camera because I can't do close-ups worth of shit. Yeah, you can see it, but you can't see what it says. You can't see the windows. You can't see that stuff. It won't focus. Close-up. So I have to get another camera. Oh, what? She circled you, sniffed you, and said, well groomed? Wow. Wowzer. Well, I don't know if I've been fortunate or unfortunate. The male doctors I've had have not have big sausage fingers. And as a matter of fact, this month I have to go in for a colonoscopy again at the end of the month. Um, but I have had my prostate examined by three, count them, three female doctors. And each one of those female doctors was pregnant, very pregnant. I mean, big bump pregnant. So I don't know if I hold the record or not, but that was definitely different. At least they have uh, nice, shortly trimmed fingernails and small fingers. That's thank God for that. Maybe you should have let her. I don't know, man. You might have got more than just your prostate checked. Not really sure. Well, I'm sure it's a true story. Depending on how old you are, Dan. I've been getting colonoscopies since I was 55, 55 or, yeah, 55, 50, 55. The last time they told me, see, the first one is when they found polyps, and then they had them sent in and they check them, no, non-cancerous, okay. Then the next one after that was the next year, no polyps. Follow up was like 10 years, no polyps. And then they said, well, you're getting a little older, so every 5 years now. So it's been 5 years, and I'm assuming that they're going to find no polyps again. Every time I've had the finger wave, um, I haven't had a problem. So, and then the VA does a blood test every year. So I think I've been pretty lucky that way with prostate. But I would definitely do the colonoscopy if you're of that age. You're born in 62. I was born in 56. So you're 56, 4, 62. Yeah, you're 6 years. You're 6 years younger than me. So yeah, I would go get it. I would go get it, especially if the insurance is going to pay for it. And I think the VA would probably um, uh, write you an order to have it done. If you can't have it done there, uh, have your local doctor do it and have the VA pay for it through the community care. Hemorrhoids banded. That sucks. See ya, Peter. I'll check your stuff out, man. I want to see how other people are doing too. Hemorrhoids banded. Ouch. They got rid of them though. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. They got rid of them. Yeah, I mean, I don't have roids that bother me all the time. Every once in a while, but that's just every once in a while. And I use a cream and takes care of them. So I'm okay that way yet. I don't know about anything else. No big headaches or anything. I get headaches, but not big ones. The VA has been okay to a point. To a point. My local clinic is really good about scheduling, not scheduling stuff. If I got to reschedule stuff, they're real good about that. I actually have a niece that works for the front desk at the VA clinic where I go. She can't take care of me because it's family, but we have a good talk every time I go in. Yeah, she's been working for the VA for God, I don't know since she got 10 years now, 15, something like that. Holy crap! Well, good. It's good. You feel great. And what is it this year? 42 for me this year. 42 this year. So you got me by 2 years there. And I have 3 girls. I have no grandchildren, 0, and 0 prospects. Which is almost a blessing because I'm not really sure I could keep up with them. Don't know. My grandchildren are dogs right now. My youngest daughter is active in a group called Bikers Against Child Abuse, BACA. She rides Harley. She has a group she rides with. She rides with the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, Minnesota chapter. She has 2 Harleys. She has her original Harley. She bought a smaller bike. And then she got, oh my God, 2 years ago, a year ago, she bought a brand new big Harley. And she rides with her boyfriend. He's the chapter president up there of the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. He is an ex-MP who did a tour, 1 or 2 tours in Iraq. I see. You had 5 kids. So you had boys and girls? All girls, all boys, mixture thereof? Yeah. If you were in Germany, where were you at in Germany? I got to visit a couple times. First time was when I was with the 1st Infantry Division. Yes, I was a leg for 3 years. I made a mistake. I corrected that mistake. We went on a flintlock. Well, I forget when it was, 77, 76, 77. And I ended up staying in Germany at Landstuhl. I got my ass kicked. And I got a skull fracture and a concussion, and they had me in a coma for a while until I was transferred back to the States, then back to Walter Reed, and then back out to, what's the one at Carson? And then back to Fort Riley. And let's see. Well, we got to go downtown. I mean, to Munich. I went over with a guy that he was an Army brat. He was our motor sergeant or assistant motor sergeant, and he spoke German. So we went around with him. We went to Hofbrauhaus, Glockenspiel. We took trains all over the place, when we weren't out in the field. But that was a fun time. I did get my ass kicked, but you know. And then the VA says I don't have a TBI. I don't know what in the fuck they're thinking, but I got to go reapply. Anyway, then the second time I went to Germany was when I was with the 10 Special Forces Group, and we were exchanging battalions. Every once in a while, one battalion will rotate out, come back to Devens, and one battalion will go over to Bad Tolls. So I got to jump into Germany, potato field actually, and nice soft landing too. Ah, damn, that was nice. We got to piss around Germany for a week, and then get back on a plane and jump back into Devens. That's when the 10th Group was up at Fort Devens, Massachusetts, not Fort Carson. But that was a fun time. That was a fun time. Those are the only 2 times I've been to Germany, though. I think I went to England 3 times. Those were flintlocks. That was part of the bigger exercise we were in Germany for. What the hell that one was? Pfeiffer. See, that's my grandchild right there. I was telling you about my youngest daughter and her motorcycle. That's her pit bull right there. That's my grandchild. One of them. And my cat's outside. Let me go see what she's barking at the front door. Because somebody could have drove in and I wouldn't have heard them. But she's not barking like somebody drove in, so. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? There's nobody out there. There's nobody out there. I don't even see a cat. I think you just want attention. I think you just want attention, girl. I think she just wants attention. She's used to having her way. Don't get me wrong, she's a good dog. She's a shelter dog. I think she was like 2 years old, 2.5 years old. Might have been 3 when my daughter got her. She had very, very bad separation anxiety. But a shelter dog, I can see that in a shelter dog. And we medicated her when we had to. We used CBD on her and something else, and she came out of it. She was okay. Babenhausen in the Darmstadt region. Okay. Dandelions, yes. 3 boys and 2 girls. God bless me with 3 girls. I tried for a boy that would last. I talked my wife into it. Having 1 more child. She only wanted 2. 1 more. Let's try for a boy. Sure as shit, I got another girl. So that was it for me. My research. What's up? There.
The dog's barking. Do you not hear her?
She's not barking at that. She's barking out the door for some reason.
You need to go out. What are you barking at?
Oh, he needs a shortwave, Daryl. Or what you can get, I have a handheld marine radio that I take on a boat with me when I go on a boat. You just charge it up, take it with you, and put it on channel 9. That's your NOAA weather station. So you can do that with, you don't have to have a ham radio. You can get just a regular shortwave, and you can get the shortwave AM, FM, and shortwave bands and weather bands all on one little portable radio, and you can get them um, so that they have the ones that have the solar panels on, and it has a hand crank, so you can crank it up also. 55, 60 bucks. That's all it costs. It should take my conclusion. Yes, dandelion is good for you, and all the parts are edible. Eat the flowers, eat the leaves, eat the root. Oh, just like cattail. Yes, I have my dad's shortwave radio from when he was in Korea during the Korean War. I had it rebuilt. I sent it down to Radio TV Lab in down south of Atlanta, or down by Atlanta. Is it northeast of Atlanta? And I had it rebuilt, and they sent it back. Works wonderful. Now I got to send my old ham radio down. I have an old tube ham radio I want to send down. You were an M110 self-propelled howitzer unit. Oh, 155 or 105? 155, 155, 105s, 155s. Self-propelled 105s. I don't know. I wasn't in field artillery. I was in an infantry unit. Yeah, CB would work, but you're not going to get weather on it. And then depending on if it's a 40 channel or the old, what is it, 21 channel, 23 channel? I don't know. Yep, single sideband. Cobra CB truck radio. Okay, it's probably a 40 channel then. Yeah, that's what you're going to hear mostly is just truck drivers. Yeah, on the CB. On Marine Radio Channel 9 is weather stations. Chemical. Yeah, 19 for trucks. Yep. What's the biggest guns I ever got to play with? I think 90 mil recoilless. 82 millimeter mortars, 60 millimeter mortars. Little shit. Nothing big. Eight-inch guns. Oh, Jesus. Oh, blister agents. No. If there's one thing in the world that scares the living fuck out of me, it's not so much nuclear, it's chemical or biological. Yeah, I know. Cell phone's not, unless if you can get a mobile hotspot, use your phone as a mobile hotspot. I do that when I'm out looking at weather sometimes. Most of the times I can get Wi-Fi, but No, I didn't get to play with any big stuff. I got to play with demo. That's really, I mean, I was a radio operator for my first SFMOS, and then my second one was a demo engineer, and I blew up more shit than I built. But and then my third MOS was Intel, and then I took over as the ops sergeant on the team. So. And then when they deactivated our reserve special forces group, I had like 19 years in. I needed to go to a reserve unit because my job was a dual status job. So in order to hold my civilian job with the Army Reserve, I had to be in a reserve unit. So I couldn't go to a National Guard unit, which is they had a Special Forces National Guard unit in Chicago I couldn't go to. So I ended up transferring involuntarily to the 85th Training Division, which was a Lane's Trading Division. And as an E8, I sat writing fucking op plans. Not something I wanted to do, but I had broken my left fibula, spiral fractured my left fibula and ankle on a civilian skydive, and so I was in a cast up to my crotch. So there was no PT test or anything like that for me for the next year, for the next 14 months. And then at the end of 14 months, that's as long as they could keep me on an involuntary transfer. And I fucking put in my paperwork and retired. God damn, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. I got two of them downstairs, dude. I got a small one for my wife, and I got a larger one for myself, and I got extra filters for it. So I got myself covered that way. I don't have a CBR suit. I do have an older radiological detector from civil defense shelters that they sold off. I got one of those. Maybe I should bring one of them up one of these days and show them off. I don't know. Maybe the Army would come back and say, "Ooh, this is our stuff. You can't have that." Bullshit. And they say, "Well, we want to see a receipt for it." Fuck you. I don't have receipts for that shit. Go downtown and find them at the surplus store. You know, yeah, that charcoal suits suck, man. God, I hate being a Mop 4. God damn, I hated that. And that was old nice for meat cut. Yep, yeah. Let's see. My stepdad was an airplane mechanic between Korea and Vietnam, closer to Vietnam. My dad was a radio teletype operator in Korea during the war. My youngest natural brother, I think he was a mechanic with the Engineer Reserve Unit up in Decorah, Iowa for 4 years. And then my youngest stepbrother, I don't know what he did, but he was in the same reserve unit up in Decorah, Iowa, and he was up there for 12 years. And then before Desert Storm kicked off, the first Desert Storm, he got out. He ETS'd because he had two small young boys, and didn't want to be deployed, and didn't blame him at all for that. And I think that's all in my family out of us 11 kids. 1, 2, 3 of us, 3 of the kids, and stepdad and dad. And then my dad's brother, Uncle Garth, he was also in the Army. And he was between Korea and Vietnam. And that was the only brother on that side. And then on my mom's side, I had Joe, which is her youngest brother. He was in Vietnam as a fuel handler. And Jim, which is the next oldest one, he was in Germany as a truck driver during Vietnam. So he's forever a Vietnam era veteran like me. And then Frank, which would be the next older one, I think. So Frank, yeah. Frank was a Marine, and he was between Korea and Vietnam, kind of towards the Vietnam half. And then let's see. I don't know if Alvin or Norb, either one of those boys were. Oh, John was also. So it'd have been Joe, Jim, John, Frank, Norb, and Alvin on my mom's side. And I don't know about my grandpas, either one of them. I have no clue about either one of them. I don't think either one of them served. So 52 Delta, power generation equipment repairman. And you know what, Dan? I got sent to that school also. Let's see. I was with the reserve unit up in. See, I did my first 3 years. I got out, but I was still in reserves, in active reserve. I joined a reserve unit, an active reserve unit up in Minnesota. It was a 825th Supply Company in Wilmer, Minnesota. And what we were was a warehouse company. Basically, we took orders from units for repair parts, sent them off to whoever needed them, got them in, shipped them out. That's what we did. I was a radio operator for that unit because that's what I was, a radio operator and a mechanic. And they sent me to generator mechanic school down, where was it? Waco, Texas. It was Waco, Texas. And then after being with them for 6 months, I re-enlisted back in Special Forces. I went to 10th Special Forces Group after that. So I went jump school, went 10th Group, went to the Q course, blah, blah, blah. And then after 3 years with the 10th Group, because I was stuck in Signal Company for 3 years, I got out. Well, I actually re-enlisted with the 12th Special Forces Group at the same day I got out of the 10th Group. So, and then I stayed with the 12th Group until 11 years or 12 years, and then with the 85th Division for another 14 months, and that was it. AIT and basically at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Amazon for the government. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I did, let me see, basic at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Yeah, Fort Leonard Wood, Lost in the Woods, Missouri. And then I took AIT at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, which is the home of the artillery, of course. But the top 10% of the radio mechanics. In a radio mechanics class, I went to FADEC school, and I wasn't in that top 10%. So I went to Fort Riley. Otherwise, I'd have probably been in an artillery unit. But no, I knew a young lady in Germany. What was her name? Oh, I met her. And we were pen pals for a long, long time. Man, I can't remember what her name is. Still got pictures of her, though. In my book somewhere. Yeah, that's a long time ago. And I used to love to run. I would run 10, 15 miles a day. A couple times a week, I'd do it with a rucksack and 50, 55 pounds and go out for a 5-mile run with a ruck. Not a big deal, just staying in shape. Yeah, I can. I actually went and interviewed with the CIA and tested with them. And they said, we don't think we can use you. Okay. Not a big deal, but they flew me out to Arlington. They tested me, flew me back. So I got that. I still got that file downstairs somewhere. But I don't know. I really wanted to work for the CIA anyway. Not real sure I want to go work for the CIA anyway. But and that might have shown. Yeah, generation equipment repair. And you know, the biggest generators, I worked on any generator from quarter kilowatt, 0.25, 0.25K, all the way up to 60K. And in the 10th group, we used 30Ks all the time for our communications equipment. Yeah, you got a draft card. I have to look in my scrapbook. It's a selective service card. I don't know if it's probably what they call a draft card. I don't know. I didn't have a number on mine though, because it was in. Well, see, I was put back 1 year in grade school, so I was a year older than everybody else in my grade. So when I graduated from high school, I went to the post office and signed up for selective service like I was supposed to do. And the postmaster looked at me and said, "Why weren't you in here a year ago?" Because I hadn't graduated high school yet. He said, "It doesn't matter. You're supposed to come in and sign up when you're 18, not when you graduate from high school." Oh, fuck, I didn't know that. Okay, well, sign the goddamn paper and blah, blah, blah. So I was supposed to go in at 74, but they had already recalled most of the troops, everybody back from Vietnam, except for the embassy guards, which were Marines. So everybody was back by 74. Oh, hell, they were back by 72, 3, somewhere in there. So when I signed up, I actually signed papers 30 days before the official end of the Vietnam War in 1975. So I'm forever in a day known as a Vietnam era vet, but I am not. I am a Desert Storm vet, era vet, because I got alerted, never got mobbed for that one. That was over too quick. Hell, we never made it to mob station. And Now, afterwards, after the war was over, our medics, on all of our team medics, they got deployed over to help the Kurds. So we were undeployable anyway as a team because we had no medics. But they got to go. Our medics got to go over and get some real world experience. So that was good. But we didn't go. And I was out in 95, retired in 95. So, second Gulf War in Afghanistan, I volunteered for it because I was still a civilian working for the government and a gray area retiree. But they said, if we need you, we'll call you. And they didn't call me. Oh, they were looking for intel people. And I was an intel analyst, but they didn't need me. So, whatever. I think, let's see. We went through Grenada and Panama, the barracks bombing in Beirut, first Gulf War. What else? The elections in Haiti. And never once got called. So, never got deployed. So, it was supposed to be or it wasn't supposed to be. Don't know, don't care. I'm here. Oh, I believe that. And you show your ID card. Yeah. Did you have a CAC card back then? CAC CAC card that you stuck in the computer and had to sign in? I had those as a um, civilian worker working for the government, but I never had one as a soldier in the Army or Army Reserve. Smith and Wesson Museum and the Colt Museum. That's National Firearms. Why not? You can find Coke in the goddamn Capitol building in a locker, and they make a big deal out of that. So why would they make a big deal out of pot? I don't know. Yeah, that kind of. Well, Dan, are you a gun guy too, or do you have? Yes, you still have your CAC. Yeah. You have to have a CAC reader on your computer at home. So that's one thing I didn't want to have was a CAC reader. I'd have to go out and buy one or whatever. I didn't want that, so I turned my CAC card in, man. Do you have to have a CAC card reader in order to get on certain sites, like the VA or My Health Vet or whatever, Social Security site, whatever, any of the government sites? I just do a login and password, and there are some sites like MyPay where you have to change your password every 6 months. But I'd rather put up with that than having to have that stupid fucking CAC card. Yeah, so there you go. I got two roles. of 2009 Denver dimes, clad dimes. The hard ones to get right here. I got 2 rolls of them. Anybody wants them? I'll probably keep one roll, but I'll get rid of the other roll. Oh, where'd my bag go? There it is. There's my bag. There's my bag. Oh, what else is in there? A lot of penny rolls. Hey, Daryl, you know what I did? I bought a mint sewn mint bag of pennies. I don't know how much that weighs, but it's quite little. That's coming sometime this week, I believe. I took a chance on pennies because pennies are going away. I have like 17 rolls in here of pennies, different years. And I think I'm going to start saving them. And I bought a sealed, it's sewn, mint sealed bag of pennies. So we'll see when they come. I think they're 75s. I think they're 75s or 74s. Can't remember exactly. I have to go back and look, but I thought I would take a chance on one bag of pennies. I don't know. Maybe the smarter thing to do would have been buy nickels, bags of nickels instead, because those are mostly nickel. Or pennies are mostly, what the hell are they now? They're not copper, they're zinc and magnesium, or are they nickel? I don't know. I think they're nickel. Nickel and zinc, I think. I have to look it up. But, yeah, I don't know if that was a smart thing or not. But what the hell, I'll take a chance. But then, like I tell everybody, it's not me that's going to benefit from them. If anybody benefits from them, it's going to be my girls, because they're all 3 of the girls are splitting up the metal. So I don't know. Oh, I know. There could be double die obverses. There could be die cracks. There could be all kinds of shit. But you think I'm going to sit there with a microscope and go through them fucking things? Not on your life. I'll let somebody else who's got more time to do that than me. No reader anymore for you. What do you mean reader? Glasses, you mean? Okay. Oh, okay. You're in Northern California. All right. Very good. Yeah, Cloverdale, California. You know, how far are you then from Weed, California? That's where Grandma's at, and she's west of Mount Shasta, little north, but west of Mount Shasta. She's not that far away. Cloverdale. I have to look that up because I got a brother that lives down in. Oh shoot! No, I forget. He lives north of LA. I don't have his address out here. I don't think. Santa Clarita. Santa Clarita, north of LA. He's a police lieutenant down there. And then, let's see, yes, Grandma lives up in Weed. Angry Warrior Tackle Box lives down. Oh, he's down in central South California. Same with MLZB. Who else lives out there? Quite a few people live in California. Yeah, Weed is very far north. That's, I mean, not very far from Oregon. Yeah. So you're 150 miles. Cloverdale is 150 miles north of San Francisco. Okay. I have to look. Then you'd be about Santa Rosa, 13 miles north of Santa Rosa. Okay. I can look that up and find out where that's at. Yeah. Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa. Cloverdale. Okay. I'll look it up. When I get offline tonight, I'll look that up. And Weed's probably another, what, 150 miles above you? Sonoma County. Okay. Nope, I've only been to California twice in my life. First time I had to go out, one of our subunits of the 12th Special Forces Group was out in California, and I was on the airborne safety team, and I had to go out and do a airborne operation inspection, from planning all the way up through execution and after action report. And then I had to write an after action report on them. And so I got to jump out there, you jump in Colorado, got to jump in Nevada, Kansas, where else? I got jumps all over the place. And then the second time I went out was for my brother's wedding. My oldest stepbrother got married out there, so I was what was I? Groomsman? Yeah, I think I was a groomsman. Yep, the dreaded AAR. And being on the group airborne safety team, I had to go out and, take swing flight out, go through their S3 and look at their training plan, the op order, op plan, op order, go through all the aircraft inspection, the pre-flight, getting the transportation for the jumpers to the airfield, JMPIs, watching them get put out. Then I got to jump myself. The roll up on the DZ, turn it in shoot shakeout. The after action the unit did for the jump. How they handled injuries, where they took them. The LOD fill outs, all that stuff. everything related to an airborne operation. And then I had to do an AAR and submit that to Group S3. So, yeah, it was fun. I like doing that. I really did. Biggest geothermal complex? Oh, man. Oh, you're across from Yellowstone? That's it. That's the super volcano. So if that blows, then you're just basically gone. Oh, I know you got lots of earthquakes. Shit, even down where my brother lives, Santa Clarita. Matter of fact, that one fire from him was, let's see, that would have been, um, where you at there? Ray Pittman. Come on, there you go. The Hughes fire. That was in that, was it Hughes Wildlife Area or National Park? Let's see, come on. That was a 10,425 acre fire. And yeah, it was right north of Santa Clarita. It's a few miles anyway. But yeah, that's the Castaic Lake State Recreation Area. Always want to go out to Lake Castaic and fish for largemouth out there. It's not that far from Santa Clarita, really. It's not. But that Hughes fire was right in the middle of that area, so. And Santa Clarita is just north of Santa Monica, Simi Valley, Thousand Oaks. That's east of Thousand Oaks of Simi Valley, but it's just north of them. And not that far from LA either. And when I went out to LA, when he went to the LAPD Academy out there. And so he was on the LAPD for a while until he got married and started having kids. And then he decided to take it a little bit easier to get off of drugs and gang task force and became a patrol officer up in Santa Clarita and worked his way up to lieutenant. He is a lieutenant out there now. So, yeah, those fires really fucked up that place really bad. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Yeah, I'll bet it was, Daryl. We went down to Muscle Beach and, did the regular tourist shit. And oh, yeah. Yeah, steam production for energy. And there's no reason why half of California is not using geothermal for a lot of energy production. Yeah, I hope they never close all the drill heads either because something's going to blow. Something will blow, that's for damn sure. Yeah, I forget what time of year it was I went out there, but it was a fun time. Some of the family went, not all the family, but some of the family went, and we went to Disney World or Disneyland, whichever's out there. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I wonder how hot that really is. But you know, when you have the mountain men that spent all their winters in Yellowstone simply because of the heat, there's something to be said for geothermal energy. Something to be said for that. There's no reason why they can't be running steam generators. No reason whatsoever. And then the other thing I've always wondered is all along the ocean, why are there no desalination plants? You know, using all your fresh water out of all the reservoirs. Why don't you have any desalination plants? Yeah, Daryl, it gets that way here too sometimes. You don't have as many trees out there as we got here, but this is getting to be like that if they keep taking all the fucking trees down. But yeah, you got wind up your ass out there. I think you mean 30 below zero, not freezing. If it's 30 below freezing and freezing's at 32, guess what? You're two above. Shit, that's balmy here if it's not blowing wind. No, out there we um north of you, Gremlin said they had like 8 inches of snow one night and then they had 5 inches of snow on it the next day. So yeah, they get snow up there. Yeah, I know, man. Isn't that crazy? Fucking people think that 65, 70 degrees is cold and it's fucking just, if you were to go back home, it'd be 0 degrees. They don't know what cold is. Yeah, you're in the oil fields. Yeah, it's warming up. Today it was only like 29 degrees, but the last 3 days has been like 45. I actually tapped maple trees 3, 4 days ago, and I only have one tree that's sapping out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees I tapped. I got 30 taps on. Only one tree is sapping. One. All the rest of them, which usually sap, are not, which tells me it's a very dry winter. And we didn't get enough snow this winter. And um, if we don't get any water, any rain this spring, it's going to be, them farmers are going to play hell, man, getting shit planted. Black Bear, yeah. He was a Cloverdale local. Okay. I'll be damned. Well, that's like when I lived out in Chicago. Uh, who was the mobster out there? He used to go up into Wisconsin and then the UP and hide out in the woods up there. Oh, man. I can't remember. Yeah, I'll bet. With no snow on the ground, no insulation, I'll bet there was a lot of water freezing. Pipes and stuff. And thank God we only had like 2 or 3 weeks of really, really cold weather. Al Capone, there you go. Yes, as a matter of fact, Al Capone had a house in the Upper Peninsula, and it had since burned down. But there were 3 floors on that house, and one great big chimney, and each floor had its own fireplace. It was all part of the same chimney, and Michigan DNR would let us go up there and train on the National Forest land if we would blow up beaver dams for them, and they would supply the explosive. Win-win. And granted, it was Kennepack, it was like a fertilizer explosive, more heaving than anything, cratering charge basically, and we'd blow up beaver dams, and a fucking beaver would be back an hour later rebuilding them dams. But they let us train up there, and they told us they wanted to have us take down that chimney. Well, there were 2 chimneys. One was a rock one, that 3-story rock one, and then there was a brick one that was on an island. No, that was on the mainland. The brick one was on the mainland. That's where the servants' quarters were, and the mansion was out on an island that was like 100, 200 yards out into the lake. Anyway, we blew up the rock one. We found an old cutting torch cylinder up there. It was an oxygen cylinder. So we shoved that fucker in there, and we packed that thing full of Kennepack. And we got down, I don't know how many yards we were from that. We were a good 100, 150 yards away, the other end of the island. And I remember fucking rocks, I mean, twice as big as a basketball, coming over our heads, landing out in the lake. Yeah. That was fun. And I got a picture. We blew the one up, the brick one up on the mainland, and we were back away from that, but we were elevated. And I got a picture of that at the moment of detonation. All 4 sides are just split open like that. Fucking perfect picture. I got that someplace. One of my best pictures I ever took. Yeah, you ain't shit in a full moon sniper's dream. But yeah, it was fun, man. I like going up there and training because they give you explosives and say, here, go blow up beaver dams. You guys are going to be up here for 2 weeks? Here. God, it was fun. I like it when people give me explosives. Doesn't cost me anything. Yeah, who was the owner of it wasn't the Sun Times, it was the Chicago Tribune. He owned the Chicago Tribune. He had there's that museum out there to him. He lived up there too. Can't remember his name either. It's been, let me see, when did we move up here? 22, let me see. Moved up here in 2002, so it's been 23 years up here. We spent 7 years down there, so that's 30. So that's 30 years ago we were out there. So 30 years ago, Jesus Christ. Late 90s. So it would have been from 86, 87 to 98, 99, somewhere in there. The picker guy said that. Huh. Okay. Well, guys, we're about 2 hours, so I think I'm going to call this one. It's been nice talking to you, Daniel, Daryl. Nice to see you, Peter here. See Kiwi. So we'll cut this one off, and I am going to. I think I gotta take that dog out one more time. What time is it? 11 o'clock. So, yeah, one more time, and I'm gonna take the dog, and she go to bed with me. So, I guess, guys, we'll call it a night. Take it easy, guys. We'll see you.